everybody to the Dr. Jane Mackenzie live on a Thursday. And today we're going to be belting out information on infrared light therapy. I've got some great devices to show you and also to discuss our infrared sauna, which runs at 14 microns, penetrates the skin by 4 centimeters, which is huge. And I'm going to share some testimonials with you on that as well. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull up the slide and let's enter into this wonderful world of infrared light. It is the invisible spectrum of the sunlight. So we get it when we get into the sun. Most of us are desk bound. We sit in offices, and therefore our exposure to sunlight and all the wavelengths, but including the infrared light, is minimal. And the effects are truly amazing. And I'm using the word amazing with the zing because after you've done an infrared sauna, you are zinging, and you zing for about 48 hours after that. You can actually feel it. So it really does enliven you. It activates the mitochondria, which produce the ATP, the energy of the cell. So obviously we're using the infrared light therapy in a potentiated way with the rest of the 365 Healthy by Choice products. And then we're getting an even better effect. And I'll show you how we do that. So those practitioners in listening in, you'll see how we also potentiate it. And all of you knowledgeable and learned people sitting in with me as well, clients as well, you'll know how we do this. And I'll show you some pictures. So we want to always state that infrared light is natural. So nothing we're doing here is bringing in anything artificial. And in fact, infrared light is not UV light. So some of our clients, when they're underneath our infrared panel, do like to wear, black goggles, just basically so that they can sleep, because you will sense the red light through the eyelids. But some people want to sleep. So we do have the infrared, we have the infrared light goggles, but it's not because there's UV. Just get that really, really clear. So, welcome to today's event, and, just immerse yourself in this experience of infrared light. Many of you most likely know about infrared and can share some information in the chat as well. So let me start with the slides here. There we go. So that was what we're doing today. And these are the sauna, the lamps, and the panel that I'll be discussing with you. So just before we do that, I just want to share with you that the testimonies and results I share with you are backed up by an FDA registered device, the Quantum Apex Skio QUEXED. And these devices are NASA devices that were developed by the professor to become biomedical devices. They work with the subconscious, and these devices I use as validation because they are validated and verified by the FDA in terms of the treatments that I give and what I do. So even our radiation pendants, our earthing mats, and people, when we put together a recommendation, we validate it with the NASA devices. And that's very important because I'm going to be sharing information with you about how infrared light builds collagen, and I have case studies. So know that I support it, and it's also backed by science. I think that's very, very important. And for the ability to promote healing, boost circulation, and reduce inflammation, and those are huge elements included in that, raising cellular oxygen. So reduced inflammation, alkalinity of the body, high oxygen levels are the three main key determining factors that will support anti-aging, support longevity, as opposed to having those things and being in a degenerative state. So we're always looking for life force. We're looking for our energy is our currency, and awakening to higher consciousness with everything that we do at my center in Bryanston, 365 Healthy by Choice, our products, our drip clinic, our live blood microscopes, and our assessments that we do. So let's have a look and see. The first one I'm going to be speaking about is the infrared sauna. And as I said to you, that is, using the beneficial invisible rays from the sunlight on either spectrum, far and near. And this one, you will have that zing for 48 hours. It's absolutely amazing. It's got a gentle heat for those of you who don't like intensive heat. So it's normally between 45 and 55. It does go up to 60 as well, but not more than that. And the infrared does not need heat, but the value of the heat is it does help also ease muscular aches and pains, sore bones, while the infrared light is rebuilding cartilage, collagen, cell repair, skin repair, etc. So that's very, very important. And it's a 14, well, I have two of these. They're two-seaters and they're 14 micron, which is a very high penetration. And there are not too many saunas like this in South Africa anyway. And you just do feel transformed. It's amazing. It's wonderful. In fact, one of my clients did the sauna and he said to me, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but my skin feels as soft as a baby's bum. And it actually does do that. It helps with the sweating. You will exfoliate the dead skin as well, and the skin can breathe. Once the skin can breathe, you're reducing the workload on the other detox organs such as liver, lung, gut, kidney. And many people have got compromised organs. So by unblocking the skin, revitalizing it, letting it do its job to detox, you are then helping the other organs to clear at the same time or to ease the load on them. So I would recommend people with very severe parasite virus infections, twice a week, because they don't like this. They can't go anywhere, and it does remove them. Again, we've got validated, verified results on this. So it's very much part of our protocol with these serious toxins. Also, as part of our heavy metal detox, very important for that too. So, and just general detox. So that's the price of that is $350 per 30 minutes. You wouldn't have longer than 30 minutes because you will feel very, very tired the next day. The detoxification is that powerful. You will even have a bowel movement uncharacteristically, which really releases toxins too. So I definitely recommend infrared sauna, and especially for longevity. And then here is our really fancy infrared light panel. This one is not heated, and we use it in our clinic especially. Sometimes I have it hanging here because while I'm sitting here right now without my blue LED glasses, the blue reflective glasses, shall I say, the blue light is coming at me. And when I sit under the panel with the red light, I'm counteracting the blue light very nicely. So this is our infrared panel, as I said, and it works magnificently, and it's in the right spectrum, 650 to 850 nanometers. It's a big screen, 31 by 31, and I don't know if you can see in the picture here, there's little cables that you would then attach to the ceiling, or in our case, we attach it to a drip stand in the clinic. So we've got the drip there and we've got the infrared panel all on the drip stand. And this is one of our clients. And the reason why it's only on the face is because we've got the drip in there, but the client's got clothes on. So the idea here would be that you could go under this infrared panel. You wouldn't need clothes, or you could have your costume or just undies on, whatever. And the more skin you expose to the infrared light, the greater the effect. So this is a good example of our practical use of the infrared panel, along with our oxygen intravenous drip And this client also, you can't see it, but there's a little blue cable here, and they are attached to the our earthing mat. So at the chronic disease clinic, you get a drip, you get the infrared panel, and you get the grounding mat as well. So imagine after 2 or 2.5 hours, you really come out of this session, this treatment therapy, if you like, with far more highly charged cells. In particular, your red blood cells, which are carrying the oxygen everywhere. Your energy, if you don't have oxygen to the cell, remember, you can stimulate the mitochondria until you blue in the face. You're not going to create ATP, CTP, GTP, and TTP. Spoke about that before. So that's the replica RNA DNA product that we have. And it's not only ATP. So you need to really, really understand that there's 4 triphosphates, protein triphosphates that produce energy. And nothing else that I know of comes anywhere close to the replica RNA DNA. In fact, it's only ATP out there. So we would obviously then also potentiate this with the replica RNA DNA, for sure, because we then providing the protein building blocks to for the whole body in any event, but for full on 4 out of 4 energy cycle. And we're providing the oxygen with the drip or our oral oxygen drops or capsules, so that we can maximize the energy. And then the grounding mat is exciting the electrons according to earth energy. So just imagine when the oxygen binds with the electron, and you've got your protein triphosphates there, adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine, you're just going to get massive amounts of life force, massive amounts of energy. So I think it's very unique. I don't know anyone who directly does this, but we're very proud of this. And even as I sit here now, as I said, I've often got the red light there, and I've got my grounding mat with me as well. And my pendant, my EMF pendant. So I'm also protecting myself. And of course, I take the oxygen orally. So again, you see, you're getting that trifactor potentiation regarding energy. And once the cell has energy, it's like a cell phone, it's charged, and it'll help charge your adrenals, and then you can heal. So that's what we're aiming for. Okay, now we've got this other lamp which sits on the desk, and you can see there it's got no UV light at all. It's only the infrared at the end, the spectrum 650 to 850 nano cycles as well. And this one's lovely, it's heated. So if you've got your whole back, for example, or your whole abdomen, or the whole chest, or the lungs, or a large part of the leg, you can sit in front of it with your front to it or your back to it. Sometimes we pivot it in the clinic as well, depending on if it's a hip needs to be needs a bit of heat and infrared. And so again, it's working in conjunction with the other oxygen that we're doing and the grounding mat. And this we get fantastic results with. And just to tell you that these are Bura German-made infrared light lamps. There's another one I have as well. And you can see at the bottom here, the picture at the bottom, there's the model sitting in front of it. And completely safe. And they have a timer. And this is absolutely critical, because often sick people fall asleep. And the last thing you want is, or very, very tired, stressed people, exhausted, cancer people, you want to make sure that the lamp switches off. So my granny, actually, she got leukemia, and she had this lamp. It was long, long ago. Anyway, she fell asleep with the lamp on her face, and she burnt her face. So I just want to put that warning out with you. Be very aware if you buy one without a timer, and you need at least 80 centimeters distance in any event. This one was got a big screen as well, 15 by 16. So you get quite a broad delivery of the infrared light as well. So that's a favorite. And you can see they're all on sale. These are April sales. It uses 300 watts of electricity. And then here's another one. And by the way, this is all on the website under sale. So if you go there, you're going to see all the other things on sale. We've also got an infrared foot bath, which I should have actually added here. And that's magnificent because you're also getting magnetic and you're getting bubbles and all sorts of things happening there at the same time, and heat. So just to remember, we've got the infrared foot soak. And that's amazing too, especially with actually, I just had a client with plantar fasciitis. I should have mentioned it to her. She has the foot soak. So she needs to get onto that. And we're going to, with the plantar fasciitis, we're going to use very hot heated water, Epsom salts and DMSO, and then alternate it with the cell oxygen drops and DMSO. And then during the day, we're going to be rubbing DMSO in and also stretching out the muscle that's pulled. So there's lots of things that we can do with this, even just to refresh your eyes. This little one here is lovely for eyes. And especially when you've been focusing on when you've had blue light coming at you all day between your phone and your computer, any screen for that matter, you can then balance the light nicely. At one stage when I was doing my doctorate, I had this little one alongside my computer. So as the red light was coming, as the blue light was reflecting at me, so was the red light. So I was hoping to balance myself then. I didn't have the panel at that stage. So, and obviously with the infrared, the blue reflective light glasses on. And, you know, all of this is important because the pineal gland will pick up the light as it does outside. And then, you know, you're protecting also your pineal glands and the rest of the glands in the brain. So you could just imagine the blood taking off. You could imagine clustered blood, rouleau, or red blood cells all stacked up, thick blood, and suddenly you just give the directly in the vein or oral, you give oxygen, which starts charging these cells. You're giving earthing frequencies, Sherman resonance. You're standing outside or you're on one of the mats or a pendant, and you're getting the infrared light. And you're just going to bring energy. With energy, the body can heal. So you can do nothing with a flat cell phone. You can do nothing with a flat body. So these are really, you know, not anything new. These are it's just available. And so we could just use it. So again, this is also a bureau model. And then those are the holiday specials. So just to go back, there's the small lamp. All right. And that one's 1750. And then we've got the bigger lamp, which is the 2303. And then we've got the panel. And then we've got there's the panel again, sorry. And then that's 2173. These are all very good sale prices. And then we've got the sauna, 350 Rand or $19. You'd have to be far away to come and join here, but you can find, if you're far away, I'm sure you can find an infrared sauna. So be careful of those ones that you buy and you zip up and everything. They're very weak. The microns are very weak. So always buy wisely, I think. And these infrared saunas are not that much. So you could really indulge yourself, indulge your family, and speak to me about it. I'll put you on to the right people to get your 14 micron one. And as I said to you, there's the infrared sauna, infrared foot soak, which I love. I love it. And then go and have a look at the other items on sale. We've got some very nice, a brand new citrus, neroli and orange foot soak salt. It's got 4 salts in it. So go and have a look and read and see what those salts are. And I want to share some more things on the benefits of infrared just before we finish, just so you can consolidate in your mind really what you're doing with infrared. And I think here, what you know me, always going back to natural, what I'm really focusing on here is go into the sun, step out onto the earth, breathe. You've got the trifactor, 3 things there already. You're reducing inflammation, and if you read the Clint Oberholzer book on earthing, you can see the effect, the infrared effect by infrared camera on reducing pain and inflammation on all areas of the body. You can see under the microscope the effect of the earth, the infrared sunlight and oxygen on opening up the red blood cells. So again, it's not brain surgery. It's all there for you. So there again, get into nature, I would say. So let's promote this beautiful healing, circulating, reducing inflammation energy and soothe ourselves. So I've said to you, it stimulates the mitochondria for cellular repair and regeneration, and I would use it with the replica RNA DNA product that I have, and I would use it with the Activa stem cells. And then also obviously enhancing energy, blood flow, circulation, and oxygen delivery, which is what we want, easing joint and muscle pain. Here, I would definitely bring in the DMSO and Cell Vitality oral or topically. And you can read on the website under DMSO the effect on reducing swelling, so potentiated with the infrared devices we have. You will detoxify, you will boost your immune function by your detoxification. And we can see it under the live microscope. The white blood cells enlarge and start becoming very active across the screen. And then very, very nicely, skin rejuvenation and collagen production. And I have a couple of case studies here where we've done before and afters. They've come for 1 or 2 infrared saunas. Over about a period of 2 months, we did it before, during, and afterwards, and the collagen level has come up along with other improvements, heart circulation, blood thinning, and that kind of thing. So lots of research done there. And I would use also, if you're wanting to do collagen on a plant-based, I have a plant-based collagen builder on the website. Go and have a look. It's one of my special products that I put it together for me. So also what will produce collagen is the decalcification flush. So I've got some salts in there, and with lemon juice and vitamin C and MSM, we produce collagen naturally. So wow, there's lots of ways to produce collagen. And then, of course, accelerating recovery post-workout or injury. And here I would add more minerals. The Shilajit, which we have 84 minerals, replenish. That is our very special combination of calcium, magnesium, potassium, boron, and also about 82 salts. So that's fantastic. And then the Ormus Gold. Why? Because that's bringing in gold, silver, copper, nickel, platinum, palladium, osmium, ruthenium, all the 10 platinum precious metal minerals. So here you've got a massive amount of zinc. It's amazing. And all natural. So how about that? So then just a summary there on our on the infrared sauna, detox, full body rejuvenation, these infrared light ceiling panel, perfect and convenient for overhead wellness sessions. The red light extra large heat lamp, extra coverage for larger areas, and bringing in muscle relief. Also use it often when people are sick and they've got flu. It's amazing the effect on the sinuses and the ears and the chest. Relief. And then the smaller one is more compact for targeted therapy where you need it most. So this transformation is natural, and it really affects how you feel, how you move, and how you heal. And I think, more than that, I'm going to leave you to go and experiment. We've got stocks at the moment, so put your orders in. These specials are available now with the April holidays, where we celebrate all the festivals. and festivals that have been and festivals that are coming. And I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful April holidays and wonderful health and well-being. And that's what we focus on at 365 Healthy by Choice, and focusing specifically on quantum medicine, holistic quantum medicine and well-being actually, and looking physically, neurologically, emotionally, and spiritually, complete holism. And lots more on the website, and lots more on the Jane Mackenzie YouTube channel. I think there are about over 300 recordings there. They're all educational, and I teach through the products and through our case studies. So all I can say is that we get an accelerated healing here because we're working with nature, with plants, superfoods, fermented probiotics, Ormus Gold alchemy, paramagnetic rock dust, and all that nature can give us to potentiate effect, to bring in well-being. And that is our 365 Healthy by Choice range, which you all know of. And, more than that, we've got to then do the emotional work, because we need to get to the root causes beyond the physical. Remember, the emotions will be reflected in the physical. They speak to us. So the lung will represent sadness, the kidney fear, the liver anger, the gallbladder bitterness, the heart love. And we want to bring love and hate, joy and anger, happy and sadness together in unison. That's holism. And that's working in the unified field. And that really sets me apart from other people. I'm working in the quantum unified field all the time. And raising my own awareness, raising my own consciousness. And through self-transformation, understanding more and more and more. And that's what I share with you. So thank you. I honor you all. And more next week.